welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be going through how you can get warmed up for a pull-up session. However, this first little bit you can use in kind of any workout really. So when you want to warm up, you want to go through what we call ramp, which is R, which stands for raise. So you want to raise your pulse. A, activate, M, mobilise. So I'm going to go through some activation exercises and some mobilisation exercises, and then P stands for potentiate. So you want to get your muscles ready to be able to do the exercises you're going to do in the workout. So basically things that are very similar to what you're going to do at very low intensity. So let's get started. So when you want to raise your pulse, you can do anything. So if you're at home, you can do things like running. You might even be doing this after a bit of a workout anyway. Especially if you're a beginner, you want to make sure you're really nice and warm. You can do skipping, cycling, whatever you want, anything which literally does what I said. Raise your heart rate, gets you warm, gets you a little bit sweaty, gets you going, and incorporate some upper body if you can. So the next bit of the warm-up, we want to be focusing on activating and mobilisations. So we are going to, so this is just a stretchy TheraBand. It is honestly my go-to. I always make sure to have one of these. One in my climbing bag, one in my gym bag. These are just great, they really are. So I'm going to go through a few exercises, what I personally do with these to get nice and warm. Quick reminder, so when you are using resistance bands to get warm, you want to be doing it to the point where you're feeling a good burn going on. You want your muscles to be getting nice and warm with it. Don't just do 10 reps just because it's 10 reps. You want to be doing kind of, you're looking at maybe 20 to 30 reps because it is such low resistance. And yeah, just basically get your muscles going, get them activated, and I will go through the different ones that I do specifically for a pull-up session. Okay, so one of the first ones that I like to do is just simply the forward raises. Make sure you're going all the way to the top. Make sure as well you're engaging your core, you're engaging your glutes, and the movement is coming from your shoulder muscles. What we don't want as well is kind of shoulder up here and going like this. You want nice strong shoulders, and you're just going to go all the way up. If you do want to make it harder, if this is a little bit too easy, you can always step a bit further into the resistance band, which will obviously make it harder. And as well, you can stop halfway and do some pulses. These are great. I wouldn't recommend them when you're slightly cold, but when you are nice and warm, these are really, really good. So like I say, I tend to do, and this is also mobilising, it's getting that range of movement, everything you need for your pull-up session. And yeah, like I say, those pulses are really good. You can do them there, you can do them lower down, you can also do them at the top. They are great. Try and do 30 reps, or even time it 30 seconds to a minute. It's whatever you feel works for you, just like any warm-up. So exercise number 2, hopefully you'll still be able to see this, but yeah, so foot on, and then I like to go out as well, all the way to the top. Again, you can do little pauses. These I find really, really good, these little pulses midway. They really get your shoulders nice and warm. Like I say, through a whole range of movement. You want to be doing 30 reps again on each side, maybe a few sets of it as well. All the way up, all the way down. Again, incorporate those pulses. The next one we have is the rotation, so I'll show you this way as well. So obviously a bit of a strong band is always great, but when you do these you want to keep your elbows and your shoulders tucked in, hopefully. There we go. So with this one, you can see me a bit better here. Okay, so with this one you want to keep your elbows tucked in, the shoulders nice and strong back, and you're just going to be pulling out to the side like so. and I'll show you this way as well. So you can see my elbows aren't really moving. They stay nice and tucked in. Those are really, really good. I really like those ones. The next ones we have, again, you're just going to stand on the resistance band, arm at 90 degrees, arm out here at 90 degrees, and then rotate round like so. Again, you want to be doing a lot of reps of these. Make sure your shoulders are nice and warm. You want to be feeling that burning sensation, kind of like what you get when you do Pilates. That means your shoulders, all those muscles are getting warm, they're getting going, ready to go. Again, repeat on both sides. When you do these, try and keep your elbow in the same point and your arm is rotating round your elbow. That makes sense. What I'm trying to say is you're not just going like this. We don't want to see any of that, okay? Nice and strong, nice and straight. And those are my exercises that I do with a resistance band to get warmed up. Okay, so number four on of the kind of section of the warm-up, the last bit is what we call potentiation. We want to get those muscles ready to get doing the pull-ups, to get going basically. So I highly recommend scapular pulls. Now, I mentioned them in my other pull-up video, I will link it here, but I'll kind of go through in a bit more detail just because I think somebody mentioned it in the comments, so I think I'll expand on it a little more. So you want your arms nice and straight when you do these. You are not bending from the arms. This is a movement coming from your shoulders right here. You want to, I'm trying to explain it in a way, so think about pulling your shoulders down. Imagine trying to really pull them down, okay? Basically, we want to create a gap between our shoulders and our ears. I'll show you on the bar. So when it comes to scapular pulls, okay, these are really good. I'll tell you this way so you can hear. Try and hold them at the top for 5-10 seconds as you're doing them. You want to be doing about 10 to 15 reps, really good in controlled reps. Don't rush these. These are what are getting you warm. These are great to learn as well because it's the initial pull of any movement, any pull movement. Your scapular pulls are the initial movement of it. So get good at scapular pulls. For beginners, these are really, really good, especially when you're warming up to be doing your first couple of reps of pull-ups. So arms nice and straight, and then you're pulling your scaps down almost. Like so. So again, when you do these, try and pull them down. They're really, really good. Try and do as many as you can. If you are a beginner, you can also do those with a resistance band to help you. And if you are more advanced and you are doing lots and lots of reps of pull-ups, I highly, highly recommend single arm scapular pulls. Now these, in my eyes, are the most underrated kind of pull exercise because they are just great and they are quite hard as well. They do require a lot of grip strength. This next bit I only recommend if you can at least minimum do 10 pull-ups in a row, okay? So this is for the more advanced on how you can get warmed up. So with a single arm scap, it's exactly the same, only like so. Obviously it's a bit tricky in a doorway, however they are really, really good. I even incorporate them into my pull-up kind of sessions anyway, especially because I'm working on my one-arm pull-ups at the minute, so they are really, really great to do and I highly recommend. So once you've done those, work on your pull-ups. So if you are a beginner, you are new to pull-ups, trying to get your pull-ups, get the resistance band out. This next bit is obviously subjective to you and your ability. My warm-up for pull-ups is going to be completely different to somebody else's. So once I've done my scapular pulls, I will then do a couple of sets of 5 pull-ups. I will also change the width grip. So I'll do some pull-ups. So my first set will kind of be neutral-ish hand grips. I'll then do some a bit wider. I won't go into too much detail now, and then I will also do some really narrow ones just to work all the muscles in the shoulders. So I'll also do some okay, so this is how I warm up for my pull-up sessions. I hope you found it useful. Obviously everyone's warm-up is going to be different, however I thought I'd just show you mine. And if you have found it useful, give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe. I shall hopefully have some more video content coming soon. Until the next video, have a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye!